that make the job easy. But then just knowing, what type of rusher are the guy. That's the second biggest part of it. Is, is this guy a bull rusher? Is he a jump around guy? So if you know that before the guy blitzes, then you can kind of have your game plan in your hand to be able to counter what he's doing. So we did a good job, in the spring, trying to study guys of what type of rusher they were, and then just understanding where the blitz was coming from. And I think he did a great job of running that.
Coach Shipley and Pace, how are they 100%? Can you take us through what they've been through?
Well, I don't want to get into that percentage. I mean, they'll be ready for the ball camp.
Still with him really for 7 years.
You see their roles. You've got 3 good guys. How do you, in your mind, how are you dividing that up?
Me and coaches, we do a great job of keeping count of all the reps. So I have a chart which I know how many reps they take each practice, and then every time I kind of look at it and kind of see what the numbers are. If I feel like Shipley took a long load, then I can kind of be able to let Colby or Waffle Man take some of the share off that. So I just have a system that that Coach Elliott provided for me that I kind of just go by. That's kind of how I just keep like you said, it's 3 great guys, and there's only one of us can run out there. And all those guys, they understand that. So it's a great, healthy competition in there, and all those guys prepare as if they are the one that's going to run out there.
With Brandon running the offense now, what do you think we're going to see the difference in the running game?
To be determined. I can't really be all the juice. Biggest thing is just really everybody just getting on the same page. Obviously that running the football is going to pay dividends as you get later in the season. So you want to try to establish that early. I think Coach Tricky understands that this is not his first rodeo calling plays. So we had a great spring chemistry. Just trying to get on the same page with everybody, making sure that we all speak the same language. I think if we get that part right, it'll make the transition smooth. But we're still gonna run the football like that. We said we got 3, potential first, second rounders running back room that can go out and perform.
Yesterday, Will got named to the Maxwell list. And something about dealing with those kinds of awards and what to expect. How you tell him to handle all that notoriety that he's going to get this year with just being named to that list?
How I tell him to handle that stuff? That's just somebody's opinion. You still have to go out and put in the hard work. The good thing about Shipley is he understands that. I don't think he's a kid that kind of get caught up into the outside stuff. What list he on, what list he's not, and that's why I come into play. I tell all those guys, if you put in the hard work right now, and then once the season starts, hey, you'll be right where you're supposed to be. If you get caught up right now into you're on the Dope Barker list or the Maxwell list and all these other lists, then you get distracted from the main goal, and that's to have a strong summer with your strength and conditioning. So, he has a level head, he understands it, and that just goes to credit to what type of player he is. Those people think that he's one of the best ones in the country, but he still has to go out there and perform at a high level, which I know he will. So that's great for him. That's awesome. I'm happy for him. I know what type of guy he is. So I'm happy that they'll decide to recognize him.
What's it like during the high school camp to have your guys out there running drills and it seemed like Will was taking charge of that whole thing? What was that like watching those guys do that?
It just validation of that. Those guys understand the drills that we do in our room, that they can go out and teach it. And then it also helps me because now I'm able to kind of just float around and see different high schoolers instead of just staying at one station. And I trust those guys, and then it just goes, like you said, it goes back to the trust factor. I know that when they talking about the drill, that they're not going to just be out there just talking about it just to try to go through the motions. That they actually know what they're talking about. They want these kids, they want those high schoolers to get better, and they're going to push them. So it was great to see. All those guys did a great job. Anytime they can come out there and help during that time of the year, it's always awesome for us.
That knowledge they brought out there is something they picked up from you. How does that validate you a little bit for what you taught them, to watch them go out there and just mirror what you do?
Well, just let me know that they listening. That's for one. But as far as validation, it just I know those guys get it, but it's just great to know that they actually paying attention. Like I always say, you never know if they're truly listening until you get into those type of settings. So you can see that they actually listening, paying attention to the drills. That's huge.
CJ, the football coach, versus CJ, the dad. Is the little one following in dad's footsteps?
The little one right now, man, you know what? He gonna have a good shot. He already done picked up a couple offers. So he already beat Dad in that category. So we're gonna see if those committable offers. In about 18 years. But now he's doing great. It's great to be back in that feeling again. I mean, it's been 16 years. My daughter's 16, so it's been a long time since I had to change some diapers. But he's starting to come into his own personality. He's kicking his feet. So, Dad, he makes sure that he's keeping that ball high and tight. So we're working through the process of trying to get him to turn over all the way, and hopefully in a couple months we'll be crawling. And once we start walking, we'll be running. So I'm already preparing him for the training that lies ahead for him. Because I'm going to ask him, do you want dad the trainer? Do you want coach the trainer? Or do you want the player thriller? Because there's a difference now. There's a difference between those three people. So it's going to be very interesting to see which one he picks. If he chooses the player, then I'll be older, but I'll still be ready to show him the ropes.
Still got it.
I still got it.
What did you learn from Alpha Man in spring when it was talking?
I learned a lot. He was very prepared, and he took advantage of the opportunity. And also, the thing about Phil is that, I'm pretty sure y'all guys will have some encounter with him, that he doesn't talk much, but this spring he was very vocal from a leadership standpoint. And, and I told him, you the alpha dog here. These young guys, they're gonna follow your lead. So he took that challenge and he ran with it. And he was very vocal, very demanding of the standards that's set in our room. Those young guys, they followed that. So I was very pleased with that, and I think he does. And he kind of just set the foundation for his summer, because if y'all haven't seen him, he looks great. He's in a great spot. I mean, he's poised to have a big year. And, so we just got to continue to build on that. But just the vocal standpoint is what I really learned. He doesn't say a ton.